Alright YouTube, so we are back with the Fallout 76 news, and this is something I kind of wanted to get back to around the beta and the launch of the game, is making videos about one single news topic instead of doing like 3 to 5 different things in the title, which can be beneficial for a video, which is why a lot of people out there do it, including myself. But I want to get back to more focus where we talk about one single topic on a video, and today we're talking about the fact that Fallout 76 is, according to p.e.t.a, according to Bethesda, never coming to the Nintendo Switch. This past weekend was PAX Australia 2018 in Melbourne, and Bethesda was there, of course. I think they're there pretty much every single year, but I didn't really keep up with this like I normally would because, unlike previous game, like Fallout games or whatever, there's a beta for this one, and it just happens it was this weekend, and I'd much rather play the beta, capture gameplay, and create videos than just watch the press conferences or whatever. And really, this seems to be the only bit of news that I'm really seeing come out of this event anyway. I still see Gamespot like making articles about Bethesda said that, microtransactions aren't going to be pay to win. Bro, that's old news. We learned that so long ago. Why are y'all still writing articles about that? So during the panel, Pete Hines, Bethesda, whatever, were asked about the Nintendo Switch, Fallout 76, and pretty much he just says that it just wasn't doable. That comes down to the technology of the Nintendo Switch, potentially, the size of the game. I don't really know how, the size of the game matches up to something like Breath of the Wild or other big games on the Switch, but it's the size of the game. But even the size of the game isn't really the main issue here. It's the fact that it's an online-only game, and the Switch is marketed as a game system that you can play at home or take it on the go. And you couldn't realistically play an online-only game on the go. Like, obviously you could hotspot your phone or other things like that, but realistically, the majority of people who want to use it as like a mobile gaming device aren't going to have a way to play an online-only game. And this isn't really new for Bethesda in terms of the Switch, because they put a lot of their games on that platform, but they haven't done Elder Scrolls Online, simply because that game, again, that one for sure would probably be too damn big, and the technology for the Switch probably wouldn't even be good enough to run a game like that, because that game is friggin' massive. But the same as Fallout 76, of course, Elder Scrolls Online is an online-only game, so again, it wouldn't really appeal to that type of console where, most of the people want to be able to play games on the go as well. But I feel like out of the two, Fallout 76 would be a little more feasible than, say, ESO. It is a very big game, but it doesn't compare in terms of map size. It does in terms of the size and density, I suppose, but it seems like a more viable option if they were to port one of them over to the Switch. I don't know why they wouldn't. I don't think the on-the-go thing is exactly the best excuse, because a lot of people probably still play at home, and even if they can't take the Switch with them, on the go and play Fallout 76, they might want to play it when they get home. But I don't know. I don't know if it's even possible, because Nintendo's usually behind in terms of Microsoft and Sony. The Switch is pretty great for Nintendo technologically speaking, but they're usually pretty far behind when it comes to, Xbox One and PS4. I don't know exactly the specs, I'm not that kind of guy. I just play video games, man. But usually they're pretty far behind, so I don't even know if, the Nintendo Switch could hold these kind of games. But Uncle Pete did say, the Switch is something I can say with certainty that it's a part of every conversation with every dev we have now about what we're doing going forward, because we consider it to be a viable platform. This is something that seems to be already kind of obvious, because they are arguably the best third-party supporter for the Switch. They put a lot of their games on there, which is something that Nintendo's always kind of lacked, is third-party support. They have a lot of good first-party games, but they need more third-party. But this has been out there pumping them out. Wolfenstein 2, Doom 2016, and of course everyone's favorite, Skyrim. And then we know that Doom Eternal is slated for release on the Switch as well. So Bethesda does plan on, going forward, putting out their games on the Switch if it is possible. But that's where I kind of bring into question, with at least BGS, are their games going to be able to even be on the Switch? Because you look at something like Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6, and Todd Howard's talked in the past about how the technology is not exactly there yet for these games, which is why they might be, next-gen games potentially. So if current consoles like Xbox One and PS4 couldn't really handle something like a Starfield or an Elder Scrolls 6, or the technology's not really there, could a Nintendo Switch even be able to play those games anyways? They could always dumb down some of the games for the Switch, kind of like they did with the Wii. You ever played games that were on Wii, they're always kind of shittier graphics and stuff like that. They could always potentially do that with the Switch if it puts the game on the platform. Even if it's a lower end version of the game, it's still better than nothing. But I don't even know if that's something people would want, or if they even want to do. Or if it's something that's even remotely possible. I literally have no idea. I'm just talking right now. Anyways, guys, that's the video. The quick wrap-up of all this. Nintendo Switch, Fallout 76, never happening, according to p.e.t.a. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you're a fan of the Switch, you probably didn't. Either way, give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Turn on notifications. Follow me on Twitter at TheDashingDavid. And my Discord. Links to my social networks are in the description. And in the outro. Later, guys.
Give me forever for a while, give me forever for a while. Quit acting like a baby, or at least less like a child. Give me serenity.